Hello, this is Operating Systems and Firewalls by Michael Grant, System Security 2, 4220, fall 2019. Operating Systems. The basis for application programs, an operating system, or OS for short, is a layer of software on a computer that acts as a foundation for the computer program. There are several different types of operating systems depending on what you're using it for, which applications you want to use, how you want to manipulate and control data. It's all based on the operating system. The OS acts like an intermediary between users and hardware. Its uses include controlling hardware and coordinating uses among applications, providing environments for users. It controls hardware and coordinates among applications. Um, the OS is designed for user interaction, meaning how the person inputs data or how the person uses that computer. The OS also allocates resources for the user. So when a user goes to use a specific application, the OS tells the hardware, hey, we need this amount of resources allocated at this time to support this application. As stated before, there are several different types of operating systems. The most popular used in business today would be Microsoft. In this course, we're using Microsoft's Windows Server 2019. In Server 2019, this is the newest edition, built on a strong foundation of 2016, and has four key themes for this edition of Server, which include hybrid cloud security, application platform, and hyperconverged infrastructure. Another type of operating system would be Linux. In this course, we're using Linux 4.15.0-60 generic. Linux is a open source operating system which allows users to customize the system, the OS, mainly to fit their need. Specifically, we're using a version called Ubuntu 18.04.3, which is nicknamed the Bionic Beaver. The main security features for this edition would be the AMD Secure Memory Encryption. It allows for better security of the hard drive and once you're on a live network. Known attack, known vulnerable sites. Firewalls. A firewall is a part of the computer system or network designed to block unauthorized access while permitting outward communication. It is usually configured for providing security measures to clients, i.e. personal computers. The incoming communication is streamed to a client from a public network passed through a firewall security device. Usually there's something sitting in between, most likely the server now, where a firewall is configured. That way, known sites or known threats are filtered through the firewall so that there's some type of protection for the user. There are many standards for firewall hardening. Periodically, there are sites hardening techniques. Hardening techniques are security measures taken by a system administrator or whomever has in control of security for the environment. These techniques are based upon making the environment as secure as possible for known threats, blocking unused ports and protocols. There are a lot of ports that are open traditionally on servers and operating systems that are just not needed for that computing environment, as well as disabling services. Not all services will be needed at all times. There can be a time where some services are needed, but those are defined specifically for what the user wants to do. Um, Service packs and hot fixes are extremely important. It keeps the network up to date with the newest security for known threats. Configuring a security policy is based upon what your users are doing, what the company is doing, what they want to do with their information. Um, that's something that would have to sit down, and a lot of people, a lot of programs would have to get together and decide what they actually want to do so you can create a secure policy that is standard across the board. Access control is another thing that is extremely important for hardening techniques because it allows you to decide who has access to what information, when they have access, and how much access they need, whether it's reading, whether it's read, write. A lot of people in different departments don't need access to everything on the servers. Auditing and logging comes extremely important due to the fact that once something happens or there is a security violation, you can immediately see it, or you during logging you can go back during your security updates or security checks and make sure you've got everything, or anything that looks out of place is automatically logged in the server. For sources, I use the combination. I use Microsoft, Linux, and Ubuntu, specifically because they are the ones publishing their new security features and basically bragging about what their servers can do, what their OS, and how their operating system is more secure, and what new and latest technology they're using to secure their operating system. So I thought that would be the best place to get information about what's new on Microsoft and Linux to keep people informed, admins informed, or even patches that allow firewalls to be updated regularly so that new known threats can be added to that firewall.